Hey there YouTube, it's Misha here. I'm back for another video, and today we are once again going to be talking about my ears. So if you guys follow my videos or anything like that on YouTube, or if you guys saw the video that I put up in regards to my ear stretching journey, at that point in time, I was at a 1/2 inch. I am now currently at 14 millimeters. Yes, I did say this before. Even though I live in the US, I do go by millimeters because it is a more exact measurement for anything, actually. The imperial system is not really as exact as the metric system, and yes, I use the imperial system for mostly everything. However, the metric system works for stuff like this when you want a more precise measurement. I remember a little bit talking about my goals. I'm currently working on getting up to 1 inch. If I decide after reaching that goal to go any further than that, we'll address that at that point in time. For this video, I wanted to kind of do a couple of things. I wanted to review the products that I got from Crazy Factory just yesterday. I also wanted to kind of go over a little bit about the aftercare procedures that I go through while I am cleaning my ears, especially after a fresh stretch, since I guess you can kind of consider this not a fresh stretch. Anyways, we'll cover that here in a minute. So currently at this point in time, my ears are at 14 millimeters. I actually just stretched up to that today. Stretched. Anyways, about a month ago, a little over a month ago actually, I placed an order with Crazy Factory for 2 pairs for my ears, a pair of silicone tunnels so that I can sleep at night, a pair of stone plugs, and a ring. I don't really wear a whole lot of jewelry. Mostly it's in my ears, or as you can see, my eyebrow, and maybe in future videos we'll cover my eyebrow piercing and all of that, but we'll get into that later. So as you can see, I've already opened up this package, so I'm sorry about that. I tried to do a video where I opened this package and it turned out really shitty. Anyways, so as with all Crazy Factory's packages, you get them in this white envelope. On the front is your address. Right here, I'm not going to show you my address because even though I'm moving at some point this year, you know, even though it's not going to be a permanent address for too much longer, I still don't want you guys to know where I live for the time being. It also has the Deutsche Post and all of that, the posting on it. If I am remembering correctly, Crazy Factory is a company in Switzerland, Sweden, or somewhere in that area, Germany or somewhere, one of the German-speaking countries, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, it's definitely overseas, and every order that I have ever placed with Crazy Factory, it has always taken almost a month to arrive. No idea why. In this case, it took a little bit over a month. So yeah, with all Crazy Factory's packages, you get them in a white envelope with bubble wrap on the inside to protect the merchandise. And I really like this because there's nowhere in my apartment complex that accepts packages or holds packages for tenants. So something that can fit in my mailbox is really convenient. You also get a piece of paper which has your receipt on it, and then it has the blank spot that had your address that went on the envelope. And basically this tells you all of the items that you got, the quantity, the pricing, and all of that. So, and whether or not you need to pay, because some people pay by cash, some people pay by check, money order. In this case, I paid by my bank card actually, because there's no point in snail mailing payment overseas. But yeah, so it gives you all of that information. It gives you the code of the product so that you can look it up online, I guess. You also get a sticker with each of these. The stickers usually are different with every package, and yeah. As well as inside the packaging, you do get this big Ziploc baggie. It's usually stapled. I don't know if you can see those staples, but it's usually stapled to seal it. And once you break those staples, all of the product inside of this big bag is no longer returnable, which is just fine because I personally don't buy a product that I intend to return. So inside the big baggie, depending on how many items you get little bags like this that has the code of the product and the quantity, as well as a barcode. And for plugs and tunnels, it also tells you the diameter of the jewelry. So that's all well and good. So this time around, basically what I got were 3 things. I got a set of silicone tunnels, I got a set of stone plugs, and I got a ring. And I wanted to show you this ring really quickly here and kind of do a little bit of a review on it. I was under the impression when I purchased the ring that it was going to be wood. It is clearly plastic, so that's kind of a downer. And to be honest with you, the paint job really isn't all that great, but if my phone will get a good read on it. Focus. Anyway, so it is a yin yang. The paint job is really not that great. I was kind of expecting a better quality because the picture on the website looked different, but you know, from a distance it definitely looks cool. And I was kind of expecting the yin yangs to be going all the way around, but there's only 3. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it fits on my pinky pretty nicely. It's a little bit smaller than what I had initially thought that it would be. I don't know why. Anyways, so the second product that I got are currently in my ears right now, and they are silicone tunnels. I'll show you a little bit closer. They're just squishy tunnels, and I usually get these because I like to be able to sleep, and once your ears reach a certain size, anything that you wear is going to actually like rub up against the back of here. I swear I have like an indentation or something right there. It just rubs up against the back right there, and it's really uncomfortable to sleep on, whereas with these, when you sleep, it kind of like presses in, so you get a more comfortable sleep, and then whenever you sit back up, it stretches back out, so you're not actually risking your ears shrinking while you're sleeping, but at the same time you're not having anything digging into the back of your ears. So I've heard that the only safe silicone to use in your ears is from Chaos or whatever. I'm not entirely sure if these are from them, but yeah, probably not. They're a little bit thicker, but you know, for the time being, these will work to, you know, keep my ears. I mean, I only ever wear these to sleep, so I'm not like too upset about whether or not everything isn't working properly, you know? Like, I'm not too worried about whether or not these are gonna cause a problem or anything like that. So anyways, the last thing that I got was, as I said before, a pair of stone plugs, and they look like this. I hate that my camera on my phone is not focusing. Ugh, that's so annoying. Anyways, so the plugs look like this. They're mostly black on one side, and they're mostly white on the other. And even though it's hard to tell, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is some veining in there. Ugh, come on, phone. There is some veining in there, and then, you know, on the side. And they're double flared. So, yeah, I mean, they're a little bit harder to get in. In fact, actually, at this point in time, the only ones that I'm able to get in is on my right ear because that one always stretches easier. And I'm probably going to get a lot of shit saying, oh, don't stretch your ears using double flared, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, like I said, I don't really follow all the rules. The technique that I use to stretch my ears is considered a dead stretch, meaning that you wait until your ears are ready and then you put the next set in. I completely understand that I should have gotten a pair of single flared tunnels or plugs to put in my ears first. That's part of the reason why I got these, actually, is because whenever you're wearing double flared plugs, your ears automatically go up to the next size, if you can see that. This is a 12 millimeter and this is a 14 millimeter. However, the diameter of this part right here is bigger than 14 millimeters. It's the diameter of the middle part that your ear sits in that is the actual size of your piercing or of the hole in your ear. So basically, this part right here is probably closer 15, 16 millimeters, and then this part in the center right here, the wearable area in the center right here, that is 14 millimeters, and that equals to the same as this outside part right here instead of the wearable area right here. And I'm also seeing that this is actually has a smaller wearable area, but anyways. So that's basically what you're getting yourself into whenever you wear double flared plugs. A larger wearable area does not necessarily mean that your ear is ready for that big part, but at the same time, eventually you go to a double flared plug or tunnel, so your ear actually eventually moves up to that larger area. So currently right now, actually for a while, my ears have technically been at 14 millimeters. It's just that I have to get them to stretch over the wearable area. Right now my right ear cooperates with that. My left ear is like, fuck you, no. Anyways, moving on. So I kind of wanted to go over a little bit of my aftercare for you guys because I do have an aftercare routine. I also have a daily cleaning and massaging routine. Whenever you stretch your ears, you should always clean your ears at least twice a day. Usually I only do it once, but twice, no more than twice. You should also spend some time massaging your earlobes with the jewelry out of your earlobes so that you can get some blood flow going through there, because that blood flow is what loosens up your earlobe and is what makes it able to stretch. So basically, aftercare routine, I don't have a sea salt soak. I don't put my ear in a cup or anything like that. I probably should, but low on funds, can't really afford to create sea salt because sea salt in and of itself is expensive. But anyways, so basically what I use is this product called Simply Saline, and it's actually a nasal mist. However, the piercer that did my eyebrow piercing recommended this to me because it's just saline. It's just a saline solution, and saline is basically kind of like salty water. It's basically like the same as your tears. I could put this in my eye, not that I want to, but I could put this in my eye and my eye would be perfectly fine. It disinfects the area and it also cleans it up. Basically what I do is I take this, I put it on a Q-tip, and I rub around my ear in the inside of the hole. I rub around my ear right there, and then on the back, and then, you know, right here, because my ears have always had the hanging lobe. So I rub in there, and then I clean my ears in there. But yeah, so this is what I use for my cleaning. As far as the massaging and everything like that goes, even after you stretch your ears, even you know, like if your ears are still just a fresh stretch, you should still take the time out in your day to massage your ears for at least 10 minutes. And most people will say use jojoba oil. I actually have jojoba oil on its way because I can't find it. In the meantime though, basically what I have been using is Palmer's cocoa butter formula with vitamin E. It comes in this bottle. It's kind of yellowy like that, and it's kind of liquidy. And basically what I'll do is I open it up, I put a bunch on my finger and thumb, and then I massage my ear for a good 10 minutes. And I'll do it to both. I'll actually be sitting there just massaging my ears just like this. And what that does is it gets the blood flow running to your ear lobes, because the bigger you stretch them, the thinner the lobes become, and the less blood flow actually gets to them. So that can be a bad thing. If you don't get proper blood flow, it could cause infections. It can cause the tissue of your earlobe to become necrotic and rot away, which is just all kinds of disgusting. And if you do it, it keeps it healthy and it prevents your earlobes from thinning out. As you can see, this lobe is thinner on the side, and that is partially because when it was initially pierced, it was pierced a little bit further over this way.
I'm so sorry about it getting cut off. I lost space on my memory card, I guess. I don't know. So it stopped the video.
Yeah, as I was saying, basically the reason why this is thinner is because when it was pierced on the side. Another helpful tip, whether or not you have just stretched your ears, you know, or anything like that, or if you live in a colder environment, or if it's that time of year where it is cold at that point in time, you should always wear something to cover up your ears, because you don't want your earlobes to become frostbitten. That's a real big risk, especially the larger your earlobes go. In the winter, you may want to avoid wearing steel jewelry and just stick with like stone, glass, or wood. I don't really recommend acrylic jewelry unless you're just wearing it for a day and then taking it out and switching it out. But yeah, so just as a really quick recap on all of that, because it was a lot of jumbled information, you definitely want to make sure that, especially after a fresh stretch, that you clean your ears at least once a day, twice a day if you're able to, no more than twice a day, with a saline solution or a sea salt soak by, you know, dipping it into a cup. If you don't have vitamin E or jojoba oil already, you definitely want to invest in some, and take the time out of your day to massage your ears for at least 10 minutes, because that will definitely keep the blood flow going in your ear, and that's what you want. An ear with a good blood flow is a healthy ear, and it's a beautiful ear whenever you get older. I'm gonna go ahead and actually close off this video. I am sorry if all of the information seemed to, you know, really jumbled or incomplete. It's currently about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm excessively tired right now. I just want to go to bed, but I really wanted to make this video for you guys. Maybe later in the future I will talk to you guys in regards to my eyebrow piercing and the aftercare that went into that and the daily care that I do with that, because you guys really seem to enjoy these types of videos. My stretching journey is currently my most watched video, so yeah, we'll go into more details in regards to stretching your ears and ear care and all of that later. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and close off this video. If you guys liked this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. Remember, they are important. Links to all of my social media are in the description box below. If you have any suggestions about videos that you'd like to see in the future, or any comments on this video, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to say hello, hello! If you guys want to see more videos like this in the future, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I will be putting out 1 or 2 videos every week, more if I can help it. I am sorry that I didn't get to making videos the last couple of weeks. I've been kind of in a slump being unemployed, but you know, we're getting past that, obviously. But yeah, definitely, you know, thank you so much for joining me. I love all of you guys to death. Stay strange, love one another, and most importantly, love yourselves. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye!
Don't stop moving.